I was right, he was wrong. I said he'd lose his keys.
No, you were
couldn't
not
find
right,
him
and
before
I
the
was
election.
not wrong, and that's a cheap shot, and I won't stand for it.
Well, who won, brother?
You should not be
who
taking
won?
cheap
who
shots
won?
at me.
Who won?
You want to make your
you
point,
live
make your
in
point.
a total
Don't make
world
it
of
personal.
denial.
I read your own followers' comments, and they all trashed you, every one of them, and supported me.
Yeah,
so
right,
with
right.
Your
So we got a panel of left-wing people, including Cenk Uygur and Alan Lichtman, and even Harry Sissom. And it's been a huge debate between Alan Lichtman and Cenk Uygur on the Piers Morgan show. So we're going to go ahead and get into this particular debate where we watched the left-wingers, Cenk Uygur and Alan Lichtman, destroy themselves on the Piers Morgan show, on the Piers Morgan Uncensored. And if you have done so already, you enjoyed all the content that I put out there, go ahead, subscribe to the channel, click the bell notifications so that way you'll be notified of future uploads and updates. And also be sure to smash the like button on this video, share on our cross-source media. So we're going to go ahead and get into this discussion with Cenk Uygur debating Alan Lichtman, where even Cenk Uygur tells Alan Lichtman that he needs a tall glass of shut up juice. It's cringeworthy, but yeah. But this is all where the left wingers are destroying themselves, while the people on the right actually celebrating with the whole victory of Trump, as well as ushering in the new era under Trump. Can't wait for that either. So let's go ahead and get right into this debate with Cenk Uygur and Lichtman discussing various topics.
Okay, I'm going to come to Cenk. I mean, Cenk, you know, the biggest deporter in American presidential history was Barack Obama, who deported over 3 million people. This idea that Trump is going to become, you know, some outlier in terms of mass deportation. The great mass deporter was actually a Democrat president, Obama, by a long way, by the way. So this idea of like disinformation, I think some of it was disinformation, but it's, you know, I think the idea that this election was only won through right-wing disinformation, I'm afraid, I view that as a total delusion by the Democrats. Again.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. I'm sorry, but I totally disagree with Juan and Professor Lichtman. Don't blame the voters. I think, look, we could get into this discussion, but Juan, I think you're blaming the voters. I think that's a terrible idea. And look, I debated Professor Lichtman before. I told him his theories about the keys were absurd. I was right, he was wrong. I said he'd lose his keys.
No, you were
couldn't
not
find
right,
him before
and
the
I was
election.
not wrong, and that's a cheap shot, and I won't stand for it.
Well, who won, brother?
You should not be
who
taking
won?
cheap
who
shots
won?
at me.
Who won?
You want to make your
you
point,
live
make your
in
point.
a total
Don't make it
world
personal.
of denial.
I read your own followers' comments, and they all trashed you, every one of them, and supported me.
Yeah,
so quiet with your personal attacks.
Come find out again.
Make whatever point you want. Don't
Look,
make it personal.
You don't know anything. You don't know anything.
You attacked me personally.
You're so deluded.
Oh, right. I've only been a professor for 51 years.
On this program, I've never been able to finish a thought.
How many books have you published? No, because you're personally attacking me again. Say whatever you want, but I'm not going to stand for
brother,
personal
you got it wrong.
Say
you were
whatever you want.
preposterously and stupidly wrong.
Dang. Okay, I'll be honest. I did not expect it to be like this bad between Alan Lichtman and Cenk Uygur. Now, I didn't even know that these two debated before and everything. And it's like Lichtman is accusing Cenk Uygur of basically just attacking him personally and everything. And Alan Lichtman saying that, you know, he's read the comments of the videos from the Young Turks featuring Cenk Uygur. And it's like, does he really want to go ahead and talk about comments from certain subscribers? Because Alan Lichtman did lose a lot of subscribers and stuff, especially when he got the predictions wrong in the past presidential election. Okay, and it's like it's crazy how these two are debating each other and stuff. With Cenk Uygur telling Alan Lichtman that he's wrong, and then Alan Lichtman's kind of reacting to him, accusing Cenk Uygur of attacking him personally and stuff. But it seems to me that, you know, basically they're not really getting to the meat of the topic right now. So let's go ahead and get right back into this juicy debate.
So, okay, all right. Can I just finish a goddamn thought ever on this show?
No, not if you're personally.
Well,
I admitted I was wrong. I don't need you to call me stupid.
Okay.
Can I just say, it's great to see you Democrats all getting along so well.
Who taught you manners?
It's lovely to see a post-election harmony as you all come together again.
We're just one right now. Hey, Alan, you deserve a tall glass of shut-up juice, so can you just shut up for a second and let someone who knows what they're doing...
You're so right, Piers. You're so right. We're so unified right now.
I will not sit here and stand for personal attacks for blasphemy against me. You don't need to do that. You don't boost
blasphemy against you. Who the hell are you? Are you Jesus Christ, you loser? Okay, can I just give the correct answer for once? Okay, here we go. So, guys, you're blaming disinformation. There was disinformation. There was the cats and the dogs nonsense. The points you're making about undocumented immigrants, I agree with, Alan, okay? But that didn't cost the election. The main disinformation was about how the election was going to be rigged. And it wasn't rigged. It was dumb. They won easily. There was no need for that disinformation. You guys are missing the whole point. The people who are at fault are not other people. It is the candidate, Kamala Harris, the previous candidate, Joe Biden, Democratic Party, Democratic leadership. You guys don't want to admit that they're the problem. They're the cancer in the Democratic Party. So you blindly lash out at the voters, at information, at social media, and you want to shut down anyone who disagrees with you. That's not the correct answer.
I'm gonna have to give it to Cenk Uygur for that one. I'm clapping my hands right now because that's crazy. Cenk Uygur actually explained why Kamala Harris and the Democrats lost the election. Just like I've been saying before, Kamala Harris lost because of Kamala Harris as well as Joe Biden, the Democratic establishment, and the elites and stuff. And the fact of the matter is, you got people on the far left, including Alan Lichtman, who also lost subscribers on YouTube, and even Harris systems who would just go ahead and blame other people instead of the party as well as Kamala and everything. Because the simple fact of the matter is that when it comes to stuff like this, they don't want to admit defeat, okay? And Cenk Uygur, as you all know, he's not a part of the Democratic establishment. He stands up against the Democratic establishment at times where it's, he should do it more often, in my opinion. But at the same time, he might as well just go ahead and leave the party because simple fact of the matter is, for some reason, Cenk Uygur is still holding on to hope for the Democrat Party for some weird reason. And this is lost cause. And seeing Harris System as well as Juan Williams and stuff, who was a Fox News contributor, enjoying this whole debate between Alan Lichtman and Cenk Uygur, it's amazing that they're still silent on this particular issue. And it's crazy how many people out there have voted for Trump and stuff compared to Kamala, and Kamala had much less votes in the popular vote. They don't want to talk about the popular vote and stuff until after the election. They wanted to make sure that the popular vote was still smaller and that Trump had the higher numbers in the electoral vote. But in reality, Trump had demolished Kamala in both the popular vote and the electoral college. So let's go ahead and get right back into this juicy debate.
There are three wings of the Democratic Party. There's the establishment wing that the great majority, almost everyone on television, supports and kisses the ass of and does propaganda for. That wing has led to disaster. They lost to Donald Trump twice, nearly lost to him 3 times. And then the other wing is called the progressive wing, but those are two different sets of people. In the so-called progressive wing, what you have is the identitarian left, the people who do what the right wing would call woke politics and identity politics, and that is disastrous. That's what the trans ad was at the end, and it cost us. The most popular part of the Democratic Party is the populist left. That is the Bernie Sanders 2016 campaign. That part says, let's do super popular economic proposals like paid family leave, higher minimum wage, universal health care, public option. Let's do all of these things. And the establishment goes, no, our corporations don't want that. Our donors don't want that. So we'll just do identity politics. And maybe identity politics will unite the left. But it didn't. Identity politics led to disaster. It was a poison within the Democratic Party, used ironically by the establishment Democrats because they didn't want to talk about popular proposals that we have because their donors hate those proposals.
Okay, let me bring in Harry. Now, Harry, you tweeted or posted on X on November.
Excuse me. Cenk Uygur just made me choke on my water right now. Because the fact of the matter is that Cenk Uygur did also expose to Alan Lichtman. I'm surprised that Alan Lichtman doesn't even know anything about this, but that the Democrat Party is in shambles and has less people staying in the party because the fact of the matter is they no longer cared about the people. Okay, Democrats are supposed to be a party that cares about the people, for the people, and everything, right? So that's when the people started seeing, starting in 2016. where they were just going ahead and seeing how they only cater to the wants of the donors and the establishment elites and stuff rather than the people. And that's what led people to go ahead and support, leave their votes from Bernie Sanders at the time and go ahead and support Jill Stein. And then also some people out there went on ahead and vote for Trump because of the fact that it's a strategy that they had to go ahead and beat Hillary Clinton. So fast forward to this year, they went on ahead and supported, the Jill Stein once again, as well as Cornel West. And some of them had also went to vote for Trump, as you all saw with the AOC's votes. Okay, so let's go ahead and get back into this particular discussion and everything. Well, actually, they about to talk about with Harry's system. That's going to be for another video. So let me know your thoughts about this in the comments below. Also, be sure to include any additional thoughts you might have this particular topic. If you enjoyed what I said in this video, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, click the notifications so that way you'll be notified of future uploads and updates. Till then, peace.